Hi everyone, I'm Annie G and welcome to my channel where the scents are sweet and the reviews are spicy. It is my job to make sure that you are never overspending on anything, let alone perfume. So today I am going to give you the best perfumes for a clean slate. New year, new you, baby, okay? These are perfumes that are clean, easy to wear, affordable, give you a calming, clean, fresh start feeling that I think we all need going into 2026. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, give this a thumbs up, subscribe, because I'm here for you. I am here for you, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Okay, let's get into our clean slate fragrances for 2026. First off, this is my most beloved fresh, clean skin scent. This is Le Papier by Diptyque. This one is super popular and for good reason. It is beautiful. It is a really dry, woody, warm, very light skin scent. It's meant to smell like paper mache, which is crazy. And it is so good. It's very unoffensive. There's not a single person who wouldn't like this scent, I don't think. And when you put it on, it's very unique to each person who wears it, which I love, especially for more popular perfumes like this that we're all wearing. It truly does not smell the same on any two people because it blends in with your skin. The notes in here, you have two musk, straight up musk, white musk, and then sesame, mimosa, and woody notes. So it has a slightly powdery floral feel, but the sesame and the woody notes really dry it out so it doesn't feel too sickly powdery. This is my bedtime scent. I spray this down before I go to bed and it just relaxes me. It makes me feel calm. This is a great scent for when you don't know what you want to wear. An easy reach, if you will. And Diptyque is a more expensive niche brand. However, because it is so popular, I found this on Mercari for about $100 when it retails for around $300 to $200 for this size. So it's very easy to find at a discount. Just make sure you're keeping an eye out for fakes and counterfeits because this is a more popular one for counterfeiters because it is easy. You want a paper label. You want to make sure the label, there it is. You want to make sure the label is paper and that the cap is really good quality and it's got a more matte and it's not super shiny. And then the text on the label will be really crisp. If it's blurry or looks not high quality print, then you have a fake. Also, if the picture through the back is transparent, then you know that ain't the real deal. Batch codes don't really mean anything anymore because people can fake them. So we have to be smart. Anyways, first scent for a clean start for 2026, highly recommend Le Papier by Diptyque. For our next fragrance, it's quite literally in the name. This is Clean Reserve Skin. Here, let's see. There you go. This is a floral musk. However, it has a prominent vanilla and praline note. So it is on the more sweet side. So if you are a vanilla sweet lover, this is an amazing perfume. It is very floral, white floral, very clean. This is a more crisp. I would say Le Papier is more creamy and this is more crisp. So it has a really freshly starched, clean linen white shirt feel. It is very sophisticated and mature. I would say this is definitely more of a grown fragrance where Le Papier, anyone could wear it really because it is so universal skin. This has a more mature vibe. It has this sweetness to it that's really nice. Yeah, very clean, crisp, white floral, clean scent. Obviously, Clean Reserve is the brand. It has this beautiful wood cap. Their whole thing is being clean and eco-friendly and you can smell that. It's a very, not natural smelling, but it doesn't smell super synthetic or designer, overly floral. It's really well balanced. For the notes in here at the top, you have bergamot, orange blossom, and honeysuckle. Mid notes, a skin accord, vanilla, orchid, and peony. And then the base notes, you have praline, musk, salt, and white cedar. It has that salty skin, but it's also watery and clean and fresh. It's really nice. I would say longevity is decent. I think most clean skin scents like this, you're not going to get more than 4 or 5 hours out of. Low Papier is definitely the worst. I only get 2, but I don't care because I love it. This I can get about 4, but it sits very close. It doesn't project, but when people do smell it on me, they really enjoy it. This is not super expensive. It's about $100 for the 100 ml at Sephora. However, it often goes on sale for big savings events. I found it during the Sephora savings event for 50% off. So I was able to get this for $50, which is amazing. But super high quality, not super expensive, very clean, very sophisticated. I would say this is the kind of clean scent that you would want to wear to work. But yeah, it's fantastic. Definitely for the white floral lovers in the room. Again, this is Clean Reserve's Skin. Okay, next up is the most expensive perfume on this list. However, I would not recommend it if I didn't really love it and think it was such a good scent. This is Papyrus Molecular by Maison Crivelli. Here you go. I have the little one because that's all I can afford because it is so pricey. However, if you are a Santal 33 girly, but either, you're sick of it or you want to try something new, this is very much in that vein, but so much more interesting because no one else is wearing it. Everyone is still on Santal 33, but if you really want to smell cool girl, clean, soft Santal, Papyrus Molecular, it has obviously a molecular note in here that helps it project like crazy. So this does actually fill a room and people can smell it on you. It also has that smoky papyrus, and I think it might have some tobacco in here. I'll check in a sec, but it has this kind of subtle smokiness that makes it feel a little more grown up and a little edgier than Santal 33. It still has that green freshness and that woody quality that we all love in Santal 33, or maybe you hate it. You might think it smells like hamster shavings, but this does not have that same pencil shaving dry woody. It's a very creamy, watery. I think the papyrus kind of gives it that watery next to a river, serene feeling. Okay, the notes in here are papyrus, alamy resin, black pepper, coriander, amyris, carrot seed, olibanum, tonka bean, and tobacco. So yeah, that tonka bean, really creamy. There's actually no sandalwood in here, but I think the mix between the carrot seed and the tonka bean give it that creamy, woody vibe. The tobacco is so subtle and really complements the papyrus note in here. It has this grassy, watery vibe. The alamy resins and the amyris kind of give it that richness. And then the pepper isn't super spicy. I think it just wakes you up when you smell it. Yeah, it is beautiful. I would say this is unisex, but leaning masculine. So if you're someone who prefers a more masculine leaning, nary a floral note in this, but I think both men and women could wear it equally. Like I said, this is one of the better performers in this list. I get about 5-6 hours and I feel so put together, clean, organized, sophisticated when I wear it. And it's so unique. So highly recommend Papyrus Molecular. Next up, this is one of my favorite perfumes of all time, and you'll be able to tell by the dent. This is Cosmic Release by DedCool. It's their collaboration with Youth to the People. Do you see that? This thing's almost out and it's limited edition. You can still find it, however. It's still on their website, and this is such an underrated gem. Oh, it's so cool. Let me check the notes. Okay, yeah. So the notes in here opens at the top with jasmine, violet, and rosemary. Middle notes of amyris, cyprio, and vetiver. No idea what cyprio is, but might be like a molecule of cypriol, and then amber, cedar, and patchouli at the base. So really woody, fresh, invigorating with the rosemary at the opening. The violet gives it something elegant. The jasmine is not super overwhelming. I typically hate jasmine scents, but I really don't get that in here. To me, I get mostly the woody, earthy notes. This is fabulous. I can spray it down and get a good 4 or 5 hours with it. It's very invigorating. I think the name Cosmic Release is really fitting because it does feel very calming. And if you were to sit down to write down your intentions for the year and you were wearing this, feels very spiritual in that way. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it's so good. If you can still find it, highly recommend. I think it was only like $100. Incredible scent from DedCool and Youth to the People. I wish they would make it permanent for real. This is Cosmic Release by DedCool. The next perfume for a clean start in 2026 is for our fruity lovers. This is Loveatic by Room 1015. I have a little Scentbird sample. This is such a cool scent. It literally smells like laundry detergent and bubblegum, but in the best way possible. It's so crazy. It has this kind of strawberry downy, a more pink downy fabric softener smell. You can feel the soft soapiness, but then that bubble gum is so playful and gives it this bubbly funness, but it's still so clean. It's not sickly or clawing or heavy. It's very light wearing, but not powdery. It is so fun. I think if you're like a pink, floral, gourmand, fruity lover, but want a clean scent, I think this is your best bet. For the notes in here, at the top, you have strawberry, blackcurrant, and lemon. So really bright, juicy at the opening. Middle notes, ozonic notes, and bubblegum. So the ozonic notes are more airy and bright, and the bubblegum is just really bubbly. It kind of adds to the bubbly quality, the sudsy, soapy detergent quality, but in a fun, yummy way. And then the base notes, musk, ambrette, and cedar. So it dries down to a really lovely, musky, woody, earthy fragrance. The opening lasts about an hour, and then after that, you're left with a clean, soapy musk. It is so fun and such a high quality fragrance. If you have a Scentbird subscription, highly recommend adding it to your January batch. I think this is the perfect amount. I don't think I need a full bottle because it is so specific, but for the right person, you might want to get the full bottle. Highly recommend for a clean start, a literal detergent perfume, Loveatic from Room 1015. Okay, our last two are by one of my favorite affordable niche houses that I found this year, Maison Matine. They make incredibly high quality scents for $84 for a 50 ml. It's incredible. And they have two really standout, clean, fresh start kind of feeling fragrances. The first is Hasard Bazaar. I only have a sample. I'm waiting for my full bottle for Christmas, so I hope Santa brings it. But Hasard Bazaar by Maison Matine. This is a vanilla skin scent, but not in the way Clean Reserve is. Clean Reserve is a very floral vanilla skin scent. This Hasard Bazaar is more creamy, spicy. It opens with a Szechuan pepper note, and at the mid you have rosin and broxin, and then the base musk, vanilla, tonka bean, and patchouli. So it's more spicy, earthy vanilla skin scent rather than floral, sophisticated vanilla skin scent, if that makes sense. But it is just so lovely, and it is so clean. The ambroxan and the musk. Oh, this projects. This is one of their, I think, their better performing perfumes. They're very upfront with the perfume oil concentration in their perfumes. I think it's only like 15%, but you're paying $84 and you get this beautiful bottle with the design, and the whole experience that they give you is worth every penny. I don't mind, but this one does perform really well. It draws you in. It's not overly powdery. The spice isn't overly spicy. It's really well balanced. The rose, I do not get hit with a rose scent in here at all. I think it just adds to the sophisticated, cool quality of it, because rose can be very sensual. That's what it is. It makes it very sensual and smooth. It is so good. Yeah, like I said, so well balanced. The patchouli is not earthy or damp or stanky at all. It's a very, clean, grounded, earthy patchouli that mixes with the Szechuan pepper to give it something a little more rugged, but it is still so chic and sophisticated. I just love it. This is very signature worthy. You can't go wrong. Hasard Bazaar by Maison Matine. And the other Maison Matine fragrance to close us out for this clean slate, new year, new you perfume list. This is Poom from Maison Matine. I can't get over how cute this fragrance is. Poom. I think that's the cutest name. And this is a true apple fruity shampoo scent, but done in the best way, in the most French chic way. Yeah, apple, clean, maybe a little citrus. Oh, it smells so good. It just smells so fresh and bright and energizing without being too sharp. It just smells like you just sudsed up your hair in just the most beautiful, luxurious shampoo, and you're washing it out and you feel like a new person. You know that feeling when you're doing your everything shower and you're just in your scalp and you wash it out and you feel like a new person? That's how I feel. And maybe it's a spring day. This is a great one to wear into the spring. It will brighten dark winter days, but you can wear it year round. It's so nice. Longevity is average 3 hours, I would say. But again, it's so affordable and such high quality French perfumery. Let me check the notes. Yeah, so the top notes, kiwi, orange, mandarin blossom, and rose. I think the kiwi gives it that kind of fun, fruity, but not overwhelming fruity vibe. Middle notes, freesia, peony, more rose, and orchid. The freesia and the peony give it that watery shampoo smell, I think. Don't be scared by the 2 rose notes. Those aren't dominant. I think it smooths it out and adds that more elegant sensualness to it. And then the base notes, you have musk, ebony wood, sandalwood, and vanilla. So the musk and ebony wood give it more of a richness and kind of elevate it from just a generic fruity shampoo smell to something really clean, elegant, but fun and sophisticated. Oh, it's so good. It is just so good. I honestly think this is fully unisex, even though it is more fruity floral. I think a man could really pull this off. It would be so fun. Yeah, just a great, uplifting, encouraging, fun, joyful, happy fragrance to get you through the year. Poom Poom by Maison Matine. I think you can't go wrong. So those are my top recommendations for clean, fresh start perfumes to start your year off on the best clean slate note. Let me know what clean fragrances you like. What are your resolutions for this year? How are you going into 2026? Let me know if you've tried any of these fragrances. I would love to hear what you all are wearing to kick the year off on a good note. Wishing you a very happy new year, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.